Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Hi,
Oh,
Jeffrey.
it's so good to be back here with you.
Ditto. Yeah, it's been a while. It's
Yeah,
been a while. It is a great, you always, when you step away from it, or when I've stepped away from it, I always feel like something's missing. So, and Brianna's here with us. Nice to see her again. Um, and all
yeah.
these other people already showing up. So yeah, it's
Hi,
great to be back.
guys.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh, Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Michael Christopher's here. Lisa. Sue. Hi, Sue. Sun Goddess. Gindi. Oh, I just saw Gindi earlier today. Hi, sweetheart. Pogo
Aw,
Pogo. Heather.
aw,
And
lovely.
Liz. Hi, Liz.
Nice to see everyone. How's everybody doing?
Yeah. How is everybody doing?
Uh-huh.
I've missed doing this with you, Kevin. I've
I
missed
know.
seeing everybody. I've done I had a couple of shows with Spiritual Blacksmith and Karen Gabler during this last month. But yeah, I've missed our weekly routine.
It's fun, isn't it? Yeah, you start to build that energy, and people look forward to it, and us included. So it's always when you step away from it, that's when you notice it sometimes the most. So yeah, I'm curious too how everybody's doing, because I know that um, the energy is interesting, and aw, thanks, Karen. It's so nice to see you. So
Yeah,
nice to see
thank
everybody.
you.
I lost my train of thought from reading the comments.
Oh yeah, well, you asked how everybody's doing. I said, well, Glorious. Hi, Glorious. She
But I
says
love that.
good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Fogo Pogo says she's holding it together. Man, these energies have been nuts.
Yeah, sure.
Been a lot going on.
Yeah.
Sun Goddess says she's doing fabulous. Thank
Hi,
you.
Sun Goddess. And apparently I saw, what did she say that she, or they, I don't even know who it is, Sun Goddess. I'm not familiar with all of your Facebook, not Facebook, where are we? YouTube, your YouTube name. So, but I'm glad you had a good session. That's so wonderful. I am glad. Phew. Just kidding. That's good. Hi, Stephanie. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Aw, I know it has been.
Oh, oh, there's Debbie.
Oh, there's Debbie. Speak of the lovely. Oh my goodness.
Speak of the lovely devil.
I love it.
It's
Uh,
awesome.
I was seeing on Debbie, she did a video today remembering Chris Ingram, who is such a special soul. 1 year ago, transitioned. And so, yeah, today is a special day for that. So, like Debbie said, yes, remembering who she was, but not, necessarily to just be in the sadness, but to be in the gratitude. And that just really hit me. I was like, wow, so profound. So, if you haven't seen the video, Debbie did a nice homage to Chris, and they used to do quite a regular podcast series together. And Chris was I can't remember, Wisdom of Awakening or something along those lines. Sorry, Debbie, you can put it in the chat, but it was such a beautiful series. And so Debbie put a couple of clips together, and one of them was it was a real, what did I say, Debbie? A real cold glass of water. How something you have to go watch it, but basically, when we're triggered by things, it can indicate that we're not okay in certain areas with where we're at, in the moment. So it was really quite, wisdom behind awakening. And so, yeah, go check it out on Freebird's Spirits channel. So love you, Debbie. And we had such a great meeting. We were just in a meeting before this with our lovely friends from Sedona, Anthony and Sonia and Ukwala. And Debbie was there in spirit. So we created a few more magical little moments with them. And we're getting more and more excited because our retreat is, well, I think it's a little bit less than 5 weeks, or today is 5 weeks. It's literally 5 weeks today, I think, or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which, my goodness, where did that time go?
Oh, The closer we get to it, though, the energy starts to increase around it. And when we come together with these last minute plans and all those little dotting the I's and crossing the T's and all those little last minute details, and this team in Sedona is so special and so good at what they do.
They are.
But more than that, the energy that they carry is so inclusive and loving and nurturing and uplifting and inspiring. And I mean, I could go on and on and on. So yeah, it's just, it's starting to pick up.
I love
And we
that.
we have about 6 or 7 seats available.
Yes, we do have some spots. Yeah, so I know in last year we had quite a few people near the weeks leading up to it that were able to make it. So we're hoping that people, if you still feel called, we still have room. We'd love to have you. We have a wonderful group already that is joining. I think it's about half and half people that have been to the previous, and then half of new people. And we've got lots of people bringing friends, which is exciting. There also seems, which is interesting too, Jeffrey, because about the drum, and then the closing ceremony with the sound healing, being more of the yin, which is the feminine. And in that, it's interesting that we have several, is it mother and daughters that are coming? Or did I dream that?
I know we have a mother-daughter. We've got a lot of couples and friends,
Okay.
but there's a whole lot of duels coming,
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of couples, which I think is just it's so much fun to experience something like this with one of your, whether it's your parent, partner, bestie, however, it's so much fun to experience things like this together.
Yeah. And so how timely in that, what shows up is what, we're aligned with and preparing. So Spirit has our back in that. And okay, it's Nancy. Nice to see you, Nancy. I'll connect your little name there to it. That's so great. And I saw somebody's comment that I wanted to put on here, which is also so timely. Lisa Field says, weird. I was just thinking about Chris and wondered if she had any advice for us at this time. Go check out Debbie's video after this live, of course, but go and check it out because she did. That's for sure. All right.
Love it. Thank you, Anne.
Stephanie's on the East Coast of the country, and oh my goodness, it would be great to have you be a part of it for sure. Yes, indeed. Oh, thank you, Anne, and thank you, Stephanie. So sweet.
Fogo Pogo says she found out the person she's rooming with have synchronicities. We both got the scholarship and just turned 37, and she's turning 73. Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome. That's wonderful. And I love that where people are buddying up in the accommodations and some of the travel. That's a special part of it for me. I love that when people make those connections.
Mm-hmm.
So
people
great.
Come to these people left last time talking about how they met family, like lifelong to be family the rest of their time here. It was just beautiful.
Yeah. Actually, it's interesting because a friend of mine made a post on Instagram today about as adults making close friendships. And for some people, it can be really challenging. Yeah. But this, I feel, is like one of those opportunities, like stepping into something that is common interest, or you know what I mean? So in that arena of making deep connections, lifelong connections are made at these gatherings, which totally are so wonderful.
Well, and the thing is, yeah, it's true. And the thing is, that you don't even have to try because you show up through the synchronicity of spirit, through the intention that we're all coming in together with. And through the law of synchronicity, the law of attraction, did I just freeze?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay. But through all of that, suddenly you are sitting next to your bestie and this
right.
new lifelong person, and you don't even have to try, and suddenly they're just there, and it's like, wait a minute, oh, it feels like you've been here all along. It's awesome.
It
I love it.
is so awesome.
Mhm. Yeah, so you guys, we're going to do little mini readings for everybody. We're just happy to be back with you and in your energy and feeling it all together again. And I mean, it's almost summer. How is that possible?
I know. It is wild.
It's
And yeah, the seasons go. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, 6 months. I mean, a year. I mean, yeah. I
goes
try to
so
stay
fast.
present. It really
Oh,
does.
totally. And you guys, Kevin and I both have freshly zhuzhed websites in case you haven't seen our new sites.
Oh, this my new website because I changed the address to it, so I'm no longer the healing medium.
You did.
Yes, I'm no longer the healing medium.
Yep.
So I am Kevin Lewis Medium .com. So yeah, we both had a lovely mutual person do the websites for us, and so yeah, we're both excited to have our new websites with all the bells and whistles and all the different parts and the learning curve that goes with it. That
Holy cow. In the
like
midst of that.
Jeffrey, help me. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
and you guys, I have some really
Mm.
I have some new meditations and offerings on my site under the spiritual resources tab, and I'm getting a lot of really amazing feedback on these meditations, you guys. There's one that is called Meet Me at the Bridge, and that's going into that special place in meditation and reconnecting with your crossed over pets, your little companions from the past. And I had a conversation with a friend of mine who did this, and all three of her showed up at once. And everybody that's been getting back with me with this, their experiences, it's so special to hear their experiences and the messages that they're given, and the tears that are shed, but yet happy tears, because it's like literally reconnecting with their essence. So just FYI, you guys, there's Meet Me at the Bridge, there's Connect with Your Spirit Guide, that's a new one, and the White Light Meditation. So yeah, check that out if you're interested.
Cool, Jeffrey. And roughly how long are those?
They're about 12 minutes. I try to keep them relatively quick so that,
Nice.
so it's not, I mean, there are some guided meditations that are, really beautiful, but they're about an hour. And just to get into that mindset where you're taking the whole next hour, it's a little daunting. And I
Yeah.
just wanted it to be real simple, real easy, real quick, in and out, connect, boom.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for free.
And for free. Yeah.
So wonderful. Yeah, go check it out, you guys.
Thank you.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Hi, Debbie. Debbie Romero's in the house.
Hi, Debbie. Haven't seen you in a bit. Nice to see you. Wonderful.
Oh, Sun Goddess. Is Sun Goddess Nancy?
Yes.
Sun Goddess. Thank you. Oops. Sorry, Brianna. Okay, I'm going to keep my hand away from that mouse. Love your white light meditation. Thank you. Yeah, check out the new ones. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, I did on my new website. You can get a sitting in the power. Yes, it's 36 minutes. I know it's pretty long, but I mean, who doesn't want to sit in the power for?
Oh no, for sitting in the power, that's a perfect amount of time.
Yeah, feels good. Mm-hmm. And I think the music is the Moses code in that one, which is so powerful. Do you know that?
Oh, I do. I do.
Yeah, it's magical. So great.
Sitting in the power with Kevin.
There we go. Hi, Richie.
Hi, Richie.
We're on the countdown. Richie. 5 weeks and counting. So wonderful. All right, shall we do some readings?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
You know what? I want to go right to Liza. I just saw a general question, so let's just start with that. I haven't read it yet. I'm afraid to touch the mouse. Are you going to get that, Brianna? Okay, I'm going for it. Oh, Liza says, oh, no, not that one. I'm going over here. Here I go. Okay, got it. Hi, Liza. Can we change the past through love and seeing what we couldn't see before? I regret not knowing how lonely my grandmother was in my childhood. I could have helped her. Oh,
Yes.
that's a really beautiful question. First thing that I feel like I just need to remind you and encourage you, Liza. Reframe that on yourself. You regret not knowing how lonely she was. You were a kid. Take that burden off of your shoulders. They don't ever want us to see us carry around burdens, especially like this. Yes, you could have helped her. Maybe you just weren't supposed to, and she needed to grow and learn in the experience that she was having in those moments. But can you change the past through love and seeing what we couldn't see before? I absolutely believe that we can shift that energy 100% by reframing the experience in a truthful way, not completely setting up the experience as a delusion or illusion. You know what I mean? Illusory. But there is a way to look at that past and recognize the power in seeing it for what it was, seeing it for the blessings that it was, even though that was difficult. Oh, sweetheart. Yeah, we absolutely can look back and shift our experience by just shifting our perspective. And this is looking back. I'm doing a lot of trauma work right now, and this trauma work is it's hard. And it's going back and looking at that through that difficulty, through those trials and struggles and challenge, and really recognizing what it was all about, and seeing the positivity. Yeah, it was hard, but there was also a whole lot of light happening in those periods for me as well. And by really recognizing the darkness for what it was, thank you for opening my eyes. And allowing that light to fill those dark places, the healing, the healing starts to happen. The perspective starts to shift, and we recognize that those nuggets of gold in that dark. So yes, your grandmother Liza is absolutely with you. She is part of your spiritual entourage on the other side. She is part of your guidance squad, let's just call it. And there's also a feeling that I just want to acknowledge for her that this period, like I want to acknowledge Mother's Day coming up for some reason. It just like popped in my head, and it's like this feeling of wanting to watch you go with you as you are shifting your own perspective and shifting your own experience through this, because she's part of it. And acknowledge her on Mother's Day. Mother's Day popped up. I haven't even, is it this week or is it next week? I know it's this month sometime.
It's Sunday.
So, yeah, I love her. I love her.
All I would add to that, Jeffrey, how beautiful is that, Liza, I'm being aware of like ritual in order to release, because we can hold some of the wound, these feelings emotionally in our body, in our energetic field. And in that, if we create some sense of ritual or ceremony in it, and you could do that through sound, you could do that through fire, you could do that through water, different ways to really just be in the release of that energy. And I feel like you are, even by you being here, asking the question, putting energy into, in reflection, wanting it to look at a little bit different, it is. And so in that moving forward, that's the healing. And so you're really, I think you're further along than you actually might see in this moment, but the energy and shift of it is really powerful. So well done for what you created. Yeah, Mother's Day is this Sunday. It's funny too, Jeffrey, I felt like I wrote down May as being significant, was the energy that I felt like your grandmother's bringing in. And yes, there's there's no energy in the spirit where they're sitting going, oh, should we forgive or not forgive? That doesn't exist in the spirit world. So we're left with that. And so release that energy of what it could have been or what it should have been. And I read one of the comments there that Tyler said, just as a child, recognizing yourself as a child. And yes, we do things. And from that place of what we saw as being wrong or wanting it to be a different way gave us opportunity to learn and grow. So take that as a blessing. And
I saw that too. Tyler, thank you for that message. It's not a child's job to care for adults. We're kids. We're kids. So let that go. She wants you to let that go.
Absolutely.
That's
so great. And that's always the way it is. The ripple effect of somebody sharing and asking, and there you have it.
So beautiful.
Right.
Okay, you go ahead.
All right. I don't know how to do it. It's been too long. Just kidding. Okay, let's go with this one. Thank you so much, Anne. That's so kind of you. Career chapter, opportunity currently at company at Hot Mess. Curious about the next career for friend Yasmin. She gives permission. Oh, okay. So this is for your friend. Got it. Around career. Yeah, I can feel it. It's like up against the brick wall, and it's like I've tried everything, I've exhausted all of my options, and it just feels like it's not workable. And so, in that recognition, I do see a severing into something that feels new and fresh, and just this wave of inspiration. And I feel like I want to acknowledge it's so interesting. The medicine of the bear just came in, and so with the bear, they're bringing in the aspect of bravery in this. So really honoring themselves in the decision to make the changes. So it's like recognizing, I don't want my life to look this way. And to powerfully make that different, there's choice. And so the bravery, is in that this energy of making choice. So I see things changing, and especially by the fall. September, I just got highlight energy around the month of September. Being in that place of being to like exhale, I can breathe again. It's happening. I'm in this place of it's really happening. And again, that inspiration, because I feel like that level of passion is there, but it's just not for the job that they're currently doing. So yeah. Oh, that it's exactly this. It's like this triumphant
100%. Oh,
yeah. It's like standing in that. So this sense of freedom and awakening is going to transpire for them. So hang in there. And I feel like you're such a good support system for them. And that's to be recognized as well. So good job. Sorry.
Yeah. Yasmin, I am very excited about this. This is a huge blessing for you. This feeling of newness, Kevin, you mentioned the newness, you mentioned the inspiration. Yeah, I feel like this is such an exciting time in a space that could feel scary and intimidating. And all that happens when we're getting ready to change jobs or be forced out of a job, however that might look, right? But interestingly, the card that came up for you, not interesting, it's environment, and it's talking about your environment needs a change.
Yeah.
So that is happening, my dear. That is absolutely happening. I can feel your energy. I can feel your personality, your warmth, your charm, your sweetness. I can feel your heart. And there's a like where you are being directed to is such a change. It's like night and day. And it's going to set you in a new like I was going to say a new path. Yes, obviously a new path, but also a new mindset within your own self, within like almost like pulling your own power back by being in this new space, giving you the autonomy to be more of who you are, more of what you are. And it feels really good. It feels really good. So, I mean, even though this might be a difficult time, see it for the blessing that it is. This is, you know, spirit is rejection is spirit's protection, and this is spirit moving you in a much better direction. Yeah, I hope you resonate with that, Yasmin. It's awesome. I can feel the change, and I want to know if there's anything I can be aware of, or if I should just continue what I'm doing. Oh gosh. You know what I want to say? Be proactive, Yasmin. Be proactive. Meet spirit halfway. But you just being you is like you are participating in this change. You know, you're participating and having this awareness, this self-awareness, putting yourself out there, being open and receptive to this change is you'll be attracting that which is headed your direction. And yeah, you know, and be vocal, be open about it. Because it feels collaborative. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. There's this overlap where they're bringing, they're inviting you to look at other areas of your life where there's the excitement and the joy and the celebration, and bringing that energy into the workspace. And so you really are creating that environment. So when I read that, I thought it said, is there anything that I need to be like beware in a like kind of like in a negative way? And then I reread it and I was like, oh, okay, just this awareness. So just bringing that energy in. So really making fine tuning, getting really clear on what it is you're creating. And that, you know, when we add the feelings into that, I think that will just solidify it that much more for you. So yeah, I think you're totally on the right path.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that you reminded the feelings. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's important. And then the other, I pulled one little card and it said, it's funny that it's the sprout, you got the full flower, but they're recognizing your patience as well. So yeah, it sounds like Spirit's offering you a lot of support and reassurance that things are turning around, and you've done that. So
absolutely. Well done.
All righty.
Okay.
I think I chose that, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
All right. You know what? Let's talk with here. I just saw Allie. Hi, Allie.
Hi, Allie.
Oh, that Allie. Yes. Hi, Allie.
Oh, wonderful.
Would you please ask guides?
Oh, job as well. Okay.
Going back to work.
Okay. I'll just. Instantly, I got teaching. Instantly, I got teaching.
Yeah, you know what, Allie? So the visual that I keep seeing around you is symbolically, it's like you're standing in the middle of like a ring of kids sitting in a circle around you. That's like the visual that I'm keep getting. And they're encapsulated by you. They're entranced by your energy, your vibe, your field, your wisdom that you're it's teaching. I mean, there's it's like that just oozes out of who you are. It feels it feels so much better than admin. It feels like you have a way that you will be able to touch people. Like you need to be in front of the people. Like the admin work is possible. Yeah, it's possible. But if the admin work is presented, it's only temporary, because you are supposed to be touching those lives. There's just ripples that going out from you in every direction. Your healing energy, your healing vibe, the way that you are able to, the way that you communicate with people, there's teaching is absolutely in your, within the next 10 months.
Wow. I pulled the love card, which is really curious. It's the eagle, and we were actually just talking about the eagle. And actually, Jeffrey, the color that I saw for the eagle was blue, so that's really interesting. I wrote it down on our list, but I won't say anything more than that. But that feels like a bit of a synchronicity there. But Ali, I feel like that's it. You have to go into it with your heart. And so the decision-making part of it, just let your heart lead in that. And you can't go wrong. So I feel like what you bring, and we know you, and what you bring to things is that you really, oh, exactly. I heard look down, and it's another card, and it's the Sacred Heart. So yeah, I don't feel like you can go wrong in this. But if I was to choose one, or if I feel like Spirit's offering you the energy of the teaching, because I think you bring, the heart, but you really make a difference and an impact in such a beautiful way that's life-changing for people. And that's what we need. We need that sense of demonstration to be leadership and a sense of hope for people. And so I can't think of a better person than you to fulfill that. So
Completely.
Follow your heart. And I feel like it's going to be really rewarded. And I feel like it also gives you a sense of balance. And I think that's important. So the other part feels like, I don't know if you can step away from it completely. I feel like it's like people will want you for more than even within your job description. It's like just always this wanting, but there's something, and not to downplay teaching, because I can only imagine it's one of the most difficult. But I think that there's this sense of balance that really supports you in your career, but also outside of that in your personal life. So that's what I'm getting for you. And hopefully you were here to hear that. Oh, perfect. You were. Okay. Yeah, I do love teaching. That's wonderful. All right.
Thank you, Ali. See you next month.
Exactly. I'm going to choose this one, if that's okay. And I felt like Jeffrey will be able to speak to this as well. In this moment, the energy feels like there might be a surgery.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Kevin.
Yeah. And for entertainment purposes only, we do say that, but feeling into that energy, I think if you really just took a moment, we're in the pause and really, of course, yeah, that's actually just coming in really clear, is that I do feel that the surgery would be that healing miracle for you, because I feel like your tolerance keeps going up, where it's like the pain keeps going up or the discomfort, and it's like the tolerance or the acceptance of that keeps increasing. And I feel like you can be free and separate from that. And I feel like the surgery might be one of the answers for you, Mary, is what I get.
Yeah, I absolutely feel that, Mary. And as Kevin was describing it, that pain increasing, your tolerance increasing, there gets to be a point when we experience something like this where it becomes, we're on a new normal where this high level pain is so normal, we just get used to that, right? But I really am feeling exactly what Kevin said. And then now I'm going to speak from my own experience. I just had this knee surgery 8 weeks ago about, and I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it because I have been out and doing things in the last week that I haven't been able to do. And so pay attention to your body, Mary. I have a sneaky suspicion that you may have been anticipating surgery and resisting. But I really want to encourage that. You know, obviously, we aren't doctors; we're just reading energy. But I really can see through the other side for you, and it's so much better.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that. Listen to your body, because I pulled a card, and it's the intuition card, and I feel like you envisioning life without the pain and being in comfort is there for you. So yeah, I think things are going to change for you, and it feels quick. It feels actually really quick for you. Like even in the next 4 to 6 weeks, something might pop up. So healing to you, Mary. Lots of
Go
healing.
for it. Yep, go for it.
Yeah, it is, and I do feel that. I think sometimes, yeah, I'll just end there.
We agree with you.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You know what? My eyes went right to Samantha. So I'm just gonna talk to Samantha at the moment. So, oops, I did it again. Oops, I did it twice. Sorry, Brianna. Okay.
You guys stop fighting.
I'm gonna throw my mouse to the other side of the room. A couple nights ago, I woke to seeing a shadow looking at me. It looked like a woman. Why was she here? So Samantha, something about this feels familiar. I'm not sure if it is. I'm not sure if we've had this conversation with you in the past or if this is fresh. But you're open, my dear. You're connected. You're dialed in. You are. Feels more than anything. It feels like spirit, just like knocking on your door, going, "Yoo-hoo, we're here." And I've had that too. I had that. I had a shadow standing at the end of my bed. Probably about 10 years ago. And I woke up and I saw it and I knew it was a man. And I said, well, okay, thanks for being here. I'm going back to sleep. But that happened to me too, prior to committing to this role. Now, having said that, I'm not saying that you need to commit to this role, but I do feel that this is your own soul and spirit knocking on your door with this little bit of a reminder saying, hey, this is part, here you are, here we are. This is part of your path. Samantha says she was so close, it startled me. Yeah. I understand that. But yeah, I really want to encourage you to pay attention to what comes through your feed in the next couple weeks. Because through the synchronicity, through synchronicity, you're being guided. This particular moment in itself, as we're talking to you, being part of that validation, affirmation, pay attention.
Yeah. And it can be startling. That I would say monthly, I wake my partner up from yelling, and it's everything from seeing shadow to people standing beside the bed, all sorts of different things. I do have really strong boundaries, but sometimes spirit will kind of, like, I don't know, go around the parameters of boundaries to get our attention. But what I would also recommend is that you check in with yourself. Use your own intuition to get a sense of, who are they? What are they there for? Yes, it can be initially startling. And when things are in shadow, because they look different, we don't have all the answers all the time, we don't have to go into that place of fear with it. So be curious, check in with your body, and then just check in with them. See what comes up. Be in the communication so that we get to start to learn and attune to the different types of energy that are working with us all the time, 24/7, really. And so really allowing that to come closer and to in your own awareness, create that bridge between, and it's so great. I pulled a card, and it's the wandering between realms. So really straddling between this world and beyond. So yeah, I think there's some great learning. And I love that, Jeffrey, like the watch for the synchronicities in it, because this is like one little piece of it, if you will. And I feel like there's these other pieces, and I feel that clarity of who, and I think your original question is, what are they, what are they there for? That self-discovery in that, I think, is a really beautiful part of it. So,
and it's super fun.
Mm-hmm.
It can be super fun.
Absolutely.
I have to add one other thing that just hit me. Samantha, your picture is the owl, and that is not an accident.
Oh, that's funny. First the eagle, now the owl.
That is
the hummingbird.
Yeah.
Who's the hummingbird? Seriously.
Hummingbird. Yeah, that is not an accident. And I think about the energy of the owl medicine. The owl can see through the dark. The owl can see that which is unseen to most. So this is part of who you are. Your clairs are starting to amp up. You're starting to recognize the subtleties in those energies. So just again, that's just another. I just wanted to add that. I was hit with that at the very last minute, but yeah, keep us posted. Great. Keep us posted. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
We love our owls. All right. Is it my turn or is it your turn?
I don't know. I'm lost in all that.
Oh yeah, it was you, because you said I want to talk to. You were like, I'm going to pull up a chair and talk to Samantha.
Oh yes.
So funny. Could I have a card? You may, Heather MK. You may have a card. Let's see. If you're here still. Are you here, Heather? And who's the hummingbird? Who's the hummingbird? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I got the eagle again. I got the love card, which is really interesting. Okay, let's see. I feel like your where my awareness is being brought is your own gifts and ability. Oh, wonderful, Heather. I'm glad you're here. I feel like you're stepping more into that curiosity and allowing kind of this new kind of surge of excitement around your own abilities. And I feel like you're going to continue to explore more things. And it's like Spirit's offering you these opportunities. And it's like, say yes to some of them that you feel called to. It's like, I feel like there's some new things that are kind of coming into your field, into your world, and saying yes to some of them. And some of them might not make full sense, but just, if you feel this little, nudge to step into it, allow yourself that. Because I think, I know one of the big things right now, I mean, this has always been a part of who we are, but a sense of community is important to remind us that we're not alone in this. So really, I think things are going to be really exciting for you. And that, of course, that medicine of the eagle brings that love for you. Okay, all the spiritual stuff. Yeah, and I feel like there's some new things for you that are presenting. So that's what I'm getting.
Absolutely. And the eagle medicine, if you think about the eagle flies so high up. If the eagle flies so high up, the eagle can see everything, right? Like spirit. So the fact that eagle has been presented with you, this eagle energy is part of your field right now. The eagle, the totem, is part of your field right now. So I want to encourage you to just think about the eagle when you're, in meditation, you're on a walk, whatever. Just ask for guidance from the eagle. Ask for information from the eagle. Like to have eagle tell you a little bit about who eagle is. You know what I mean? And allow yourself to be curious. There's a whole lot of the eagle spirit is about purification, healing, right? So the more that we are able to consciously heal, the more that we do that work, that hard work, right? The more we heal, the more we open up, our channels will open up a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. We're accessing, we have that further access to spirit, and the clarity and the intuition all comes online. So, oh, you do the walks. Excellent. So yeah, allow spirit to communicate with you on those walks. Walking meditations are a beautiful form of connecting, and and use those moments to really elevate and connect, and then journal about it.
And Heather, do you teach as well? I know we were just talking about that with Allie, but there's lots of teaching energy around you. So sharing that kind of wisdom feels like there's opportunity there for you as well. All righty. Your turn.
Okay. Somebody said somewhere that 3 new baby owls were just born in their neighborhood. And I just love that so much. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Tell me I'm coming over right now.
Seriously.
I love the owls. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and Joan, I love what Joan said. Joan says, I used to sense someone in the house and insist that my late husband go check it out. Eventually he'd say, Joan, it's just a ghost.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even a believer.
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
Spirit is funny. I mean, that's funny. Oh, let's talk to Instagram. Hi, Instagram people. Thank you for being here.
Oh, we always forget Instagram until now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brianna.
I just saw iCoop. I think that's what it says. Brianna, I'm keeping my hand away from the mouse. Hi, it's Lynn. Hi, Lynn. I'm excited to attend your oh yes, Reiki training. I'm transitioning from a career in corporate to a Reiki and intuitive healing practice.
Oh my gosh, how magical.
Beautiful.
Wow. The journey continues. That's so exciting. That is exciting.
Yeah. A couple of things. Congratulations. I want to say this is so exciting, and can't wait to see you in Sedona. Thank you for being here too. I want to talk about this transition because it feels divine timing. It feels passion driven. It feels collaborative. It feels collaborative. I know that other people are involved, whether if it's not under the same roof. I know that there's something collaborative that I feel about it, and I absolutely love it. If it's not right now, Lynn, it will be. There's a feeling of people coming together. There's a feeling of healing in groups. And the reason I say this is because, having been through what I've been through, 20 years ago, we used to go to and do like a Reiki share or a Reiki exchange is another way to say that. But there's a lot of that feeling in this. The card that came up for you, happiness. It's this happiness. And if you look at the pictures in here, this mountain, the stupa itself, we were just talking about a stupa earlier. This is such a place of renewal and growth and strength. I don't have anything else to say about it. It's just like, keep going, keep going, keep going.
It really is. Keep going. I love it. I'll just add quickly. I pulled 2 cards. I got the adventure card, and then I got be true to your heart. And that feels like a bit of a theme tonight around the energy of heart. And I feel like this is going to be some of the most fulfilling experiences that you've actually had ever. And I think it's going to be even bigger than you can imagine. And you actually have a bigger role to play than you might actually see in yourself. And so just stepping into that energy, iCoop, I think is your name, Lynn.
Yep.
I think it's going to be phenomenal for you. I think it's going to be phenomenal. And it feels like there's been a little bit of self-talk about, oh, well, maybe it's too late to do this, or I don't know what the self-talk kind of negative chatter is, but just silencing that and stepping into this beautiful place of you stepping into service for spirit and asking, what can I do for you, is going to, I mean, the heart expansion in that for you is going to be almost, I want to say, unrecognizable. I don't want to make it small in any way. This feels so beautifully aligned with who you are and where you're at in this moment and the impact that you're going to have on other people. It's like they've been waiting for you they've been waiting for you. So all the best to you. And I can't wait to connect with you in Sedona, this next little piece to what you're
totally
working on. It's so wonderful.
Totally.
So.
I want to add, Lynn, real quickly. I just got a flash of you like on video, on marketing. I don't, it's like reels, it's like video, it's I mean, it could be YouTube, it could be but there's a wider audience than just in the space that you're doing this. So I'm just gonna leave that there with you. It might not be right this very minute, but be aware and be open. Be open. Don't be afraid is what I want to say. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Stephanie, are you still here?
Stephanie.
Stephanie Russell, are you still here? Might can you hear the wind outside? It's very windy.
No.
That's good.
Stephanie.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Career, this is interesting.
Thank you, Stephanie.
And it's so, as I was talking, Spirit said they said your name, and I was like, and I'm just getting it now. You're kind of asking the same question, and I feel like I want to just make sure that you heard what we just said for was it Lynn Icoop? Because I feel like there is this potential for things to really shift and change for you, Stephanie. And I feel like there's this, a bit of resistance is what it feels like, and this hesitancy of really stepping into it fully. And if you just, sit in your power, make that connection. You don't have to make the connection. You're in the connection with your higher self, with spirit. I feel like your heart wants to choose some other big things, and now is the time. And it's like, you don't have to wait to do this, or this, or, till this happens, or it's like, there's no missing pieces. So if you looked at it from the perspective of there's nothing lacking in this moment, you just stepping into it is there for you. And I feel there's such celebration and reward really for you stepping into that. You did hear her message. Yeah. And so maybe it spoke to you as well. But I feel like there's some big 180 shifts that are going to happen for you as a potential. And so, yeah. Jeffrey, if you want to add anything, maybe I'll just pull a card.
Yeah, Stephanie, I want to speak to this feeling of, this feeling like I don't want to step forward. The resistance. I think it's resistance that I'm feeling, and there's so much on the other side of this for you. Like I just got this. Yes. I just want, this is what I want to keep doing.
Yeah.
This is for you too. I mean, this is absolutely for you too. There's a whole lot of truth in what's happening. There's this feeling of expansion within yourself that it's almost like we get to a place when we've been somewhere and we we know that it doesn't feel good anymore. We feel like things should change, but at the same time, it's just kind of easier to sit in the feeling of familiarity than going out to the fear of the unknown and like, what's next? So go.
Yeah.
Go. And it also feels like too that at the same time that this is all happening, I also feel this sense of almost like a leveling up within yourself with regard to your own intuition, your own connection. And I feel like that you have been like bombarded with these messages. I want to start doing something that's a whole 180 from what I'm doing right now, but what I'm doing is just ramping up. Yeah. Go towards that, Stephanie. Go towards that. I'm not saying leave what's I'm not saying leave what's ramping up, but go towards that. It's coming from your heart. It's coming from that core, that core of who you are. It fills your cup. So make space for that and allow it to be what it's supposed to be for you right now. But that's what Kevin and I are talking about. That's what we feel. You'll know when it's time to let go of what is ramping up right now, right? You'll know. But follow that in your gut, follow that in your heart.
Yeah. It's interesting, Jeffrey, as you're talking, it's like they keep showing me these doors, and it's like you're focused on closing this door, but where they're inviting you to put your energy in to take a look at, there's this offer for you to open the door. And so just this little shift in the perspective, I got the decision card. And you're able to see that. I feel like there's strong emotion, this current of strong emotion that kind of like takes you in and out of it. But it's like, you're there, you're already there. And so they're celebrating you in this, you're seeing it as one way, and it's like they're celebrating it because you're already, I don't know how to put that into words, but they're already celebrating you for what the reality actually really is. So big decisions, not to downplay that, but now really is the time for you. So we're cheering you on.
We are. Yeah, keep us posted.
And the horns and the everything. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you.
Hi, Terry.
Aw.
Yeah.
We'll have to do it. We should do it live together, the three of us. And we've never read together. Oh my goodness.
We gotta have Terry on with us.
It's a brilliant thought. Thanks everybody for being here. If you haven't heard us talk about it, we are back in Sedona in June, and we do have about 6 or 7 spots left that we would love to fill up. So if you're interested, you can go to, actually either of our websites have it now, but you can check it out. Jeffrey's, oh my gosh, the information that he's put into the website is fantastic. So if you're feeling called to be in community, all the wonderful things, the ceremony and the workshops and the healing and the community time and the excursions, it's going to be a fun 4 days. It's going to be a powerful 4 days. And I know that we are, we're not quite ready because we have 5 weeks left. We have a few more things to finalize, but we're ready. And so we're excited to be there again. I love Sedona. I do have to say my experience there, it was the first time last October, and I was pleasantly surprised at how grounded I felt. And when I literally like landed, everything else in my external world stood still, and I was really present to the moment, to the experiences, and I am for the most part, but something was really special about the energy there. And I remember saying to Jeffrey and Debbie, we were staying together, and I said, you know, I went into the earth because I was curious about why I felt so grounded. And they took me into the earth, and I saw all of this black rock, and I was like, this is so interesting. And I was sharing this with Debbie and Jeffrey, and I think it was actually Jeffrey that said, well, there used to be volcano, and so the rock underneath would actually probably be that lava rock that would be black. And so anyways, it made sense, but it was a really special feeling. So if you haven't been to Sedona before and you are joining us, my goodness, you're in for it. So that is to be That's a promise.
This has been so much fun. It's been so good to be back again.
I know that was the quickest hour. My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks everybody for being here. And thanks
Thank
for
you.
Debbie. Aw, Matt, so wonderful to see you.
Matt's here?
Matt
Oh,
is, yeah.
hi, Matt. Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you,
Thanks, everybody.
guys. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, and thanks, Brianna.